The Terraformers OVA is out, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Now, I'm not going to say it's amazing, because it's not. It's just decent. Decent for my own personal reasons. If you're not a manga reader, then I don't expect you to think anything of it. But if you do read the manga, you know that they missed out on a lot of stuff. They started like midish chapter 2 or chapter 3, I can't remember exactly. But they skipped the explanation of what's going on. All you know is that they're on Mars and there's roaches there. They skipped the whole little terraforming, the reason why the roaches are there and why humans were sent them there. Like, that's important stuff. They skipped them introducing every character. Like, I don't understand that. That was in chapter 1. They should have let that happen. Just introduce all the characters that are going to have some, or for some of the characters, very little relevance. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, I want to say it was good, but it was just eh. It's not that I didn't like it, it's that I don't like the fact that they skip so much stuff. Like in the manga, there's a sense of hope. And you know why that is? Because they explain the bugs. You can give the little voice, the little that's saying this information about the bugs. You can give that a lot of excitement in your head. The announcer for it in the anime just doesn't do it for me. Not that he was bad or anything, he just doesn't do it. He needs to be a bit more excited. But the thing, like the anime, it gave, like, not the anime, the manga, it gave you like a bit of hope. Like, even for that one girl who got immediately wrecked as soon as she injected herself, it gave you a bit of hope. Well, not bit of hope, but it told you her bug. In the anime, all we see is her inject herself, and she's dead immediately. At least in the manga, it said stag beetle, and then she died. She dies on the same page that says stag beetle. Was it that hard to have the announcer just say stag beetle? I don't know, man. But it wasn't terrible. It was just meh. I wanted it to be a bit better. Like, I really did. But I mean, I hope the anime is not like that. I hope the anime actually gives explanation and tells you about the bug and then the person dies. 'Cause that's how it is with this anime. People die off very quickly. Like, they use their shot, they kill one roach at best, and then they die. It's just that. They die. Unless you're special characters who tend to wreck, like some of my favorites, but I'm not going to spoil anything if you're not a manga reader, so yeah. But you know what? No. I shouldn't even go about it that way, because I don't understand why people can't just read manga. I know you can't be that incompetent. Like, I'm not trying to insult anybody, but are you really just going to base everything off the anime? You need to see the source, where it all comes from. That's why, if I'm going to watch anime, I'm going to at least read a bit of the manga, like I'm doing with Tokyo Ghoul. Because Tokyo Ghoul is in the same circumstance right now, where the manga more depth and character interaction than the anime. Because the anime, apparently, it's not doing justice to the manga at all. Like, you'll see people who read the manga don't like the anime, but people who only watch anime, they're in love with it. Now, I'm actually one of those people who was only watching the anime, and I was planning to read the manga after. But as much as people are saying that the anime is terrible compared to the manga, I'm just going to read it now. Now that I got to a certain point in the anime, I'm just like, oh well, I'll read it now and see what the hoopla is about. But anyways, I just wish that the announcer would just at least say the bug before the people die. And another thing, they skipped out on bugs mission 1. Like, the chapter 0 is that the people die off really quickly in that chapter, but at least showing that it would only took like 5 minutes to do chapter 0 and then move on into the first 10 or so chapters, which is what the OVA is going to be based off, Bugs Mission 2. But they didn't, so oh well, I guess that's kind of meh. Maybe they'll do something with it, because it doesn't take that long to just do it. Like, it's I don't know. Last thing, I don't like. Well, no. Before I criticize the animation, I'm happy that they kept in the gore. Like, well, not to be edgy or anything, but I don't want to see the censoring that Tokyo Ghoul is going through, or like I don't want to see that. If it can be like kind of at least stay the same way, because I know in OVAs the animators get a lot more freedom than in the actual anime seasons. So I hope that the gore stays at least a bit the same, doesn't get censored too much, because I don't like censoring. It's always annoying to see black lines and white lines and just see stuff get cut off. Just it's just weird and I don't like it. But I don't like how they were doing the little unnecessary animation. Well, not animation, but well, yes, animation of the lighting and the flashy blah blah. It's crap in it. Like when what's his name? Shokachi? I can't remember his name. But the Hornet guy. Well, it's sad because he's actually one of my favorite characters, but I can't remember his name right now. But anyways, um, when he was fighting, it was really that lighting and all that spastastic crap was really annoying. Like, why couldn't they just show him going from bug to bug instead of having it the sound effects of like glitchy? It was really weird, and it's annoying. Annoying and it's distracting, and it's really but the OVA overall isn't terrible. It just doesn't catch the. It just not as good as the manga, which is normally what happens with anime. They're never as good as the source material, which is why you have to read the manga. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the first episode of the OVA. We'll see what they do with episode 2. So yeah, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I may or may not leave a link in the description to it, but most likely not. But anyways, if you enjoyed this review or if you know something I didn't point out, tell me in the comment section. See ya.